Another night of streaming. What is up, guys? HDeezus here, back at it again. My schedule has been wonky. I'm trying to standardize this, but my nights are a little wonky, right? I still will be planning on streaming Monday through Saturdays around 9. 9 for as long as about 2 hours max, unless I do another kind of guide. But I already released the Lawbringer guide. It was pretty comprehensive, and I even made supplements to go with that. So if you're watching this on Twitch, the video may be down already. I'm not sure. I'm not Twitch Prime, so I'm not too sure on how long the videos stay. But they're on YouTube, so quick shout out to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HDeezus. But you can search HDeezus, as I can't change the URL, but the YouTube name I can for some reason. So I have an extensive Lawbringer guide there. So pretty much all of my streams will pretty much be supplemental to that guide. Think of that guide as a core, and everything that I do will relate to that, and I'll still be as informative as I can be when I can be. Tonight I'll be doing Brawls, which is the 2v2, and I'll be doing Skirmish. These are my two least favorite modes, mainly because when I 2v1, I prefer to have my revenge stats on, and I like the added defense, and I'd much prefer more than one person to be on me at once, so that's where the elimination comes in. And Skirmish is kind of just a clusterfuck of stuff. But I figured it'd be wise to kind of go into it that way. Going off of what I do in what I did in the guide, I will show you the specific build that I go with when I go into Skirmish, as it is slightly different. It's different than Elimination and Dominion. I try to cater towards that. So once the matchmaking pairs up, I'll be able to show that. But while I wait, there's been another reason why I haven't been able to stream consistently, and that's because off stream, when I play, the servers have just not seemed to get much better, and there's a lot of outrage within the For Honor community from what I've noticed, and it doesn't look like it's getting better, mainly because there's a lot of distractions, but still issues that are kind of taking away the attention of that, which goes into microtransactions and stuff like that. Politics for a quick second. I hear a lot of scummy things about Ubisoft, and I'm personally a guy who doesn't really buy that many video games. Typically, I stick to my genre, which is fighting games and games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, kind of the whole character build model. And I really stay away from single player games that aren't replayable. Something like that, I just burnt out and I can't enjoy them. I think the last game that I legitimately played that was single player that I enjoy was Saints Row. So yeah. So my thoughts on it. Me personally, I do agree that the steel payout that they give per match is small, and the emotes and the aesthetic stuff that they offer is expensive. But this is just raw substance here, or my opinion, I should say. One, the aesthetics don't matter. And it's a law of nature. I'm gonna open them on. It's not a law of nature, but it's something that I notice in reality. Typically, the most aesthetic things that people want are expensive. Diamonds. It's been proven that diamonds are essentially worthless, but because they are aesthetically pleasing and good marketing has persuaded people to think that jewelry like diamonds are very expensive. So that's that thing right there. But let me stop for a second and say, for elimination mode, I go with regenerate because after you get a kill, the best way you can really aim to win the game is to avoid death. Killing faster doesn't matter. It's avoiding death that's important. So always keep that. Jeez, that clock ticked down really short. Conqueror is still a good thing, and righteous deflection is still good. So the only difference is I take regenerate, but it's an important difference. But anyways, yeah, there's no issues there. People are using an extreme, the extreme of if I want to have every item for every character, I have to spend this much money. And to those specific players who are like that, who want to play every character, one, I mean, it sucks. It sucks. I'm not saying that's not a problem, but it doesn't affect. It's not affecting me personally. I'm the kind of gamer who is a character loyalist, and I play one character. So for me, I pretty much have no intent or desire to buy that thing for everybody. So even though I feel the impact of expensive stuff, it doesn't faze me. And I'll get to microtransactions in a second too. The other thing is that they did say in a recent stream that they intended when they made the model that the average player would essentially play 1 to 2 characters. Whether or not you are not in that category or you are in that category, that's their intent. So that's how they base the game around. So yeah. When it comes to microtransactions, a lot of people are saying, hey guys, if you want Ubisoft to change, don't do microtransactions. I've done one, a $25 microtransaction, and that's pretty much all I need, to be honest. Alright, I should be talking about that. But yeah, pretty much the general thing is microtransactions are a thing. Should you pay more money for a game that you paid $60 for? That's honestly up to the seller. Alright, so let me focus here. Alright. So in Skirmish, for those who don't know, is pretty much just a super deathmatch, Call of Duty style kind of ordeal where you kill someone, or you get killed, and then you respawn, and then whoever each kill nets you points. If you kill in streaks, the amount of points you get goes up, and once you reach 1,000, you put your opponent in a blocking state. So alright. So reviving people is important, definitely, because when you team up on people, it prevents your death. And again, the strategy in Skirmish is to not die, pretty much. And you see my health right now. If I had oh, I didn't get executed. But if I was leveled up, which I will be eventually, then I'd be able to recover my health like it's nothing. Let's see if I can actually get revived here. You know, I'm gonna revive. I changed my mind. I saw 2 blues and I was like, oh, he needs help more than me getting help. Let me reiterate, this is my least favorite mode because it's less focus on individual skill, I suppose, and you're putting yourself in a world where you yourself are being like tackled. Oh, I didn't even see my health go away. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. We're losing bad. Okay. The other thing is even if you kill a lot of people, it doesn't matter. It only matters if you get streaks. If you get streaks, then they matter. But the problem with that is this game mode encourages people to gang up on you, and it makes it very difficult to essentially stay alive if your team happens to lose that initial thing. See, like I knew I was in a bad position, but it's really hard to keep track of all your surroundings when you're literally surrounded by all kinds of threats constantly. In Dominion, you're not always going to be surrounded that way, and you can stay in one position and let people come to you. Ooh. Nice. Alright, sorry. A lot going on there, and I still haven't leveled up to 3 yet. I'm trying though. Alright. So this dude's in trouble. I wanted to kind of get away, but I need to recover my stamina. Nice. Good teamwork. Now, I do have a feat that pretty much increases the duration of the buffs that I'm getting. So I do benefit. My build does benefit from this. Getting blinded, so it's hard. But you see how this is a massive, just fucking clusterfuck. It's it's interesting. I need to level up so bad though. But again, avoiding death is your best friend. But is he gonna chase me? People in front of me. Should I kill people beneath me? Take out. it counted me as dead too. God. Nah, I don't like that either. I don't like that if your death caused, hold on, I'm very important. So we're in a situation where we pretty much can't get executed. Oh, they threw a feat at me. Alright, so, yeah, as you can tell, let's see. We got 29, about 30, 20, 10, 20, 30, 35 kills. I don't think they got that much. They didn't get that much. Look, 20, they got 30 kills. They killed less than us, and we were behind by about 200 points. So in a mode that cares about killing somebody, like I said earlier, kills don't matter. Kills do not, they don't matter. Hold on, I gotta be better on my gear. Even though it says that I have 9 out of 60, that's not true. I'm always overloaded with gear. So yeah, if you take a look at the scoreboard, right, I had pretty much the most kills and less deaths. But for some reason, you saw I wasn't leveling up fast, and my score was garbage in a mode where killing somebody is the most important thing. And yeah, as you can see, they don't have any kills, but they still beat us significantly. See the point difference? You got to get 1,000. So we needed about 340 points. 340 points. Yeah. I don't know why people play Skirmish except for quests. There aren't even, I don't even have any quests. Ah, man. I'm going to do a few more. Maybe a couple more. But yeah. So going back to the politics thing, I don't see anything wrong with microtransactions. When we buy a game, we buy the game for the gameplay element, pretty much. You spend $60, I spend about $100 for the gold edition, the season pass, all that stuff. Do I feel like I got ripped off? No. I mainly got it for the 7-day champion status and the 30-day champion status, which increases my experience gain, which is directly tied to my character's development, and it increases the amount of steel that I get. So even if the steel gains were fine, it's champion status is just valuable. So when I bought the game for $60, I didn't buy the game because I needed, enough steel to get all the emotes. I bought the game because the Warden looked really cool and the combat system looked good, and I was eager to jump in and start leveling up. If they wanted to offer me more, then, I'm not a professional businessman by any stretch of the means, but they have every right to charge for that stuff. Do I think that the economy is fair? It depends on who you ask that to. To me, it's more than fair because I'm at a point where I don't need steel. The only reason why I spent the $25 for this the steel pack was because the steel thing was expensive, though not affordable, I mean, though not unaffordable, I had 7,000 steel already, but I'm thinking in the future. So me personally, I'm gonna have to eventually start buying champion status with steel. So I did the math for all those who want to know. 7-day is the best deal for the lower tiers, and then I believe it's the 6-month one that's best for the higher tiers. So I need what, 4,000 steel. I wanted the new emote, had a 7,000 steel, but whenever I buy, they're honest with you. They tell you what the best steel package is, and it's good. For me personally, as someone who plays one time, everyone's saying like, oh, you gotta pay 700 some dollars. If you're playing one person, you're only gonna need one pack. That's it. One steel pack, or one payment of steel if you choose to spend real money. But here's the kicker. If I chose not to spend money on this game for the steel pack, my gaming experience as far as the gameplay is concerned would not change at all. I would get less steel and I would get less experience on my character, but at this point, the point that I'm at right now, it does not matter. So my gameplay experience wouldn't change regardless. But I like the game. I want to support the game. Like, people don't want to support Ubisoft but sing praises for the game. Well, Ubisoft was the company that supported this game, and I did a little bit, not research, but people posted videos about how this game came to be, and no one gave this game a chance except Ubisoft. So you know what? I'll support the game, and I'll play by Ubisoft's rule. That's me personal. I know it's an unpopular opinion right now because a lot of people are on the hate bandwagon, but that's essentially how I feel. What is going on here? Oh man, and the game lagged out on me. Alright, that confused me a little bit. I probably should have been a little grimier about it, but yeah, I still love this game. I love Lawbringer, though I will say that it probably wasn't as worth it to me to pretty much buy the season pass, as it only benefits those who Alright. Maybe we can bounce back from this. Oh, we're winning. That's weird. The reason why I'm gassing out so much is because I'm doing a new item build setup where I need more defense, and it came at the cost of my stamina cost reduction. Which actually hurts me in skirmish mode, which means I'll probably have to have a specific build setup for skirmish. But since it's my least favorite mode and I don't play it as much, I don't plan on making a gear set for this mode. I'm doing this stream mainly just to, or doing the stream this way by playing skirmish, just to show, you know, how you can play it as a Lawbringer, but this won't be the main way that I play on stream. If you like this mode, great. You should definitely play it if you play this game. They were pressing me pretty hard. It was hard to get away. So if I were to say how to build your character too, I guess I'll throw this out there as well. Right now, I feel like a Lawbringer can't gimp their defense. So when you have 3 stats, one of the 3 that's on one piece of armor gets gimped heavily. And with the stat that determines your offense and defense, they're on the same gear. So it's offense, defense, and then stamina cost reduction. Jeez, it's always more. Alright. Can't get a clear vision off on who it is that I'm actually focused. Alright. I can revive my... Oh, crap. Yeah. Yeah. Honorable kills and kill streaks add to your point gain. That's why it's important that you gain your points. These guys are bots, but I need to level up more. In skirmish, I need to hit level 4 more than level 3 because I need that regeneration fact. But now I have the healing, so we're good in that regard. These guys are not executed, so I'm going to guard the bodies so they don't get resurrected. There are 2 left, and chances are my entire team's only going after 1 guy, so I have to be on the lookout for this guy. Which I just attacked an ally because I'm purple. I keep thinking that orange teams are pretty much my allies. So I'm pretty much waiting for these things to turn into red skulls, which this game could be bugged. Alright, there's 3. I got resurrect. Okay, so there's the red skull for 1, 2, and so now I have this one. Typically you see a timer or counter of sorts, but You don't see it now. So that means the last enemy is over there, and they execute them. You see the little 2 blue squares? That means 2 of our allies are teaming up on somebody. So chances are that person's gonna die. Oh, that's it. GG. So I don't think the Lawbringer does the best here, and that maybe could contribute to why I don't like this mode too much. This mode is for those who can kill people the fastest and move on. And the Lawbringer is not that guy. This mode is probably more suited for vanguards and assassins, which is why you saw so many of those. You saw a lot of Orochi, I saw Berserkers, and I saw Wardens. Yeah, pretty much it's for them. I can't do another Skirmish, guys. I'm sorry. I wanted to do at least 3 because it would spend a lot of time, but it looks like I can't even give this game 30 minutes. Or that game mode 30 minutes. So I like dueling. So 2v2 duel isn't bad. It just would have been nicer if I was allowed to use my gear here. Because I don't benefit too much from 2v1ing without gear. But it's a fun challenge. As opposed to Skirmish, which is challenging. And it is fun when it gets really crazy. But it's not something that I can be consistent on. Brawls, though, that's a good time. That's a real good time. So I don't mind it. Brawl is probably most fun, though, playing with friends. You play with friends, and, you know, you're set. So, once again, this is kind of a problem that I have. It's not a server thing. It's just more of a matchmaking thing. And I think it's more tied to the players and not the actual game. I'm curious on how the game recognizes skill level, if it's based on experience. As I'm probably on the lower end of the higher echelon of players right now. I'm about a rank, I think, a 9. I'm prestige 9. There are people who have maxed out their character, which is prestige 30, but that's a very rare subset of people. I would say the average player is probably closer to me now. I think that's why I say the lower part of the highest caliber. I would say the average player is probably around rank or prestige 5 to 7, maybe prestige 5 to 8. And then people who really kind of commit a fair amount of time is prestige 9 and up. I would say that much. Now, granted, I haven't played the game as much as those who are prestige 5 and 7 because those people don't just play one character. I'm pretty sure a lot of people play 2 characters on average. And that's usually Orochi and somebody else. But yeah. Slight problem that I do have with this mode. Another reason why it's one of my top bottom modes that I don't like to play is that if my partner here, the Warden, so best team right now, in my opinion, if he were to play a Lawbringer, I wouldn't play a Lawbringer, which encourages me to just leave because I don't play anybody else. Even though I like the Warden, I don't play the Warden competitively, so I gotta leave. But because I'm streaming now, if I'm in that position, well, now that I think about it, if that happens, like I can't play another character because I have a code of sorts where I won't level up any character just as homage to the Lawbringer himself. So actually, in fear of that, I may cut this into a 2-part stream if I have to end up leaving. But if people are playing Lawbringer too much, then I'll probably just wrap up the stream with other forms of gameplay. Let's go. Alright. Looks like it's now 1v1. Against who? Who will my opponent be? Alright, Conqueror. Alright, so my goal against everybody is to gas them out, but against Conquerors, even more so. Ooh, he got me with a good string of attacks there. Ah, those confirms. Ah, nice. I give him a good one for that one. But, so against Conquerors, I definitely have to... I can't get hit by the shoulder charge. Again, like I said in the guide, everybody pretty much has a confirm except for Lawbringer. So that means it's on us to pretty much be... We have to be better players. And it looks like I can't punish it either. I'm trying to parry. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get in on this guy. Alright. That was a good one. But again, the confirm, that's pretty strong. I don't think Conqueror counters a Lawbringer though. It's been a while since I played Conqueror, but it's all on me. I have to improve a little bit because I should have taken that initial huge burst of energy. When a Conqueror charges his flail, you take a huge risk at pretty much taking a huge amount of damage, which balances the tide because he's a defensive player, the Conqueror. So you can't kill him fast. So you have to win the war of attrition.
Round 3.
All right. I parried that though. That was good. Now, my code of honor, again, like I said, I wouldn't allow the guy to die, but he gave me the honor, so I'll adhere to his. I hate it. Like, everybody who has their uninterruptible, it beats mine. I always kind of hope that the Lawbringer would have some kind of superior move to everybody else, but we kind of don't. The only thing that we have that's superior to everybody else is pretty much what we do after we block. Nobody else can do what we do. So, it's all good there. All right. This knight, this warden, he's black steel too. So we definitely represent. I like it. I forgot that I changed my bow animation, so. Alright. This guy's dash happy, so I shouldn't do that. And we pretty much reset to round 1. That thing is just superior. Ah, that fucking confirmed, man. Ah, it's so nasty. A good game. Jeez. Whew. All right. That was a good session by I mean, I had a good warden partner. I had a good great conquer partner because he clearly carried. Like that Nobushi or that Orochi didn't kill shit, yo. But yeah, they were kind of just one-dimensional a little bit. Sorry, getting a few messages. All right. Back to it. This is my easiest gripe with the game, this matchmaking process. Mainly because I have to, as a higher reputation player, I always have to wait at least 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, but I have to wait a fair amount of time just so that the settings loosen up. Seems like I have 2 players who are on my level, so that's pretty good. But I got a message. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. The Conqueror sent me a message. He was a good sport. Um, represent the Knights. Team Knights. Ooh. Oh, man. A lot of memes going out there representing the Knights that I don't disagree with. I approve. Looks like I'm going against lower ranked Conquerors and Wardens, and I'm even with a low ranked Nobushi. And this is the big issue, because I'm pretty much contributing to one of the most popular things that people complain about, and that's essentially being paired up with people who are crazy high level. The reason why you guys are being paired up against high level players isn't an issue with matchmaking. It's an issue with you, and I mean that with all respect. Pretty much level up one character, and then you'll never see people who are super high above you. Because the reason why I get placed with you guys is because there's not enough people at my level. Reputation level, okay? So I have no choice but to be put here. Just how it works. Alright. Alright. Alright, so I've realized that he doesn't grab. So I'm gonna try to kill him by grabbing him. Yeah. This guy doesn't tech at all. So if I'm going to be cheeky about this, I still got to keep my throws to a minimum. So I'm only trying to throw him when I scare him with my shove or if he's blinded. And his attention is focused on needing to read plays. Out of my second opponent. Yeah, I gassed him out, and he didn't realize how gassed out he actually was. So he kept trying to attack me, which made it easy. Which made it pretty easy to parry. So.
Round 3.
I got a message from the guy. All right. Deus vote. Or Deus vote. Depending on how Latin you want to get into it. But, woo. Messages, messages, messages. Let me see if I can get to them. Just a second, guys. All right, back to it. Trust me, the temptation to play Dominion and duels, it 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 tempts me, but I want to dedicate at least one stream to playing these modes because I'm not just loyal to modes in For Honor. I'm loyal to For Honor as a whole. If they removed all the modes except for 2v2 and Skirmish, then I would still play those modes. Yeah, so this matchmaking front it's pretty brutal, guys. It's pretty brutal. But I will say that from these experiences, the matchmaking times aren't as bad as they were a week ago. But still, I mean, there's probably just not much to be done. That's fine. All right, so again, I'm with essentially low-level players, but fortunately, I'm going against a Nobushi, and Nobushi is one of the more difficult opponents for me because they have superior range. We have something to deal with it, but in order for us to deal with it, we have to pretty much be better than them already, defensively, so to speak.
Round one.
Oh, that's not the stairs. Jesus. Oh man, this map is a weird one. Oh, looks like we took it anyways. Good. I am kind of looking for a
Round
quote
two.
unquote honor less match where people are okay at 2v1ing, but yeah.
No superstes.
Oh no, I zoned attack instead of regular attack. Oh god. Woo. Alright, I definitely feel more comfortable going against Orochi just because most Orochi aren't top level, and so they're pretty predictable. Alright.
No superstes. Ad mortem inumicus.
And we sweep them 3-0. And we get a rage quit. Alright. Clean sweep. Since these are 1v1 duels, I kind of want to just do, guys. Oh, no. Nah, I can't do that. We're sorry. The servers are no longer able to blah, blah, blah server issues. Okay. Okay. Back at it again. I'll do one more, and then see how much time I have left. This just may be a short one. Honestly, the third reason as well why my schedule's been off, aside from everything else and the issues that are going on, I'm also playing GTA 5 and Fallout 4. A lot of Fallout 4. I finally got my hands on Fallout because I recently just got a Xbox One. And I love Fallout games. And this time I started with the survival mode already as an update. So I said, screw it. My first playthrough of Fallout is going to be on survival mode. And I spent the better half of 3 days, not full days, but 3 game sessions, pretty much rage quitting because I worked all this way to farm all this stuff. And then I lose to like a mosquito or a freaking bloatfly. The very first enemies that you face in that format. So that was kind of suck. Oh, look, I got a bot. Yay. Oh, but they gave me a Shigoki bot. Okay. So, yeah, I like that. And because I'm playing, I want to name this stream and title it, explicitly Skirmish and Brawl, so that if people were looking for Brawl footage of me playing, that they'll have it. That you'll have it. So hopefully this is gonna be enough. But if I'm failing these games, or more specifically, if these guys stay. Oh wait, I don't have the bot. They have the bot. That sucks. That makes it much worse. But yeah, I got the bot, so I'm not even gonna bother bowing. Looks like I'm getting better at grabbing my opponent after I parry them. That I should wait a second before I actually go for the grab. Because it's a bot, no matter what happens to my opponent, they have to die. Because it's a bot. So I was playing with my friend Damas, my best friend Damas, yesterday, and we were screwing around, and I was playing Shigoki for the first time. That big motherfucker right there. He is fun as shit, yo. So I don't think he likes that I stood by and let him suffer. That was kind of cheeky there, Valkyrie, but yeah. Whew. Okay. Back to parry practice. All right. I mean, I definitely deserve it. I was just thinking that I was gonna just try to revive the motherfucker, but definitely can't turn your back on people. Ah, I tried to be cheeky, but the freaking Valkyrie kept running from me. Okay.
Round 5.
Ah, freaking pillars. I'm impressed by my parries. I've gotten better. It feels great parrying. It feels greater parrying on like the first attack attempt, I should say. I sort of killed him. Yeah, at least I get in this stream with a fucking highlight. Him trying to attack me, him trying to attack me after a match, and then me straight up killing him at the end. I actually think I killed him too. I think I killed the Valkyrie too. I have to definitely check the tape on that. Oh man. But in the spirit of time and in the spirit of this game, I'm gonna do one duel until the person leaves. Just close it off that way, right? So don't say I didn't try, and please don't attack me for throwing in a duel in a stream that is dedicated to brawls and skirmishes. It's another night player, so that's good. It's in the shard, that's even better because the shard is probably the best stage to duel in because it's less about hazards. There still are hazards, but you have a lot of space to fight in. Pretty much the shard is the map we were just fighting on in that 2v2 brawl. And look, we're going against a non-bot berserker. Let's see if our parries can transition. Probably not. Most berserker players like to press those buttons and sidestep attack. I'll be able to get those sidestep attacks, but probably not much after. So we'll see. We will see. Though the light blue and the low level kind of implies that this person hasn't unlocked the berserker just yet. Deus Vult. Alright, so this person likes to sidestep but not sidestep attack. Which means that they're vulnerable to grabs. This guy plays kind of like a beginner. So
No superstes.
somehow my guard break cost me stamina. I tried parrying, but it shouldn't have gotten to that level though. It shouldn't have gotten to that level. I should have won miles ago. But when I parry, for some reason I can't guard break as more. I feel like they nerfed the Lawbringer's parry. So I have to do little damage by doing the parry riposte.
Ad mortem inumicus.
This is not happening. This is not happening. Oh my god. This is how I'm gonna end my stream, losing to this. No, 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 no. Alright, come on, Jesus. Come on. Alright, let's focus, let's focus. I swear to God I'm blocking these. Jesus. What's happening? I was blocking, guys. I swear to God I was blocking. I watched a video last night that proved that you can't get hit twice by a berserker, but I am certain I blocked left the entire, or blocked right that entire time, and or after I got hit by the first one, and for some reason I still got hit. That's weird. But as promised, win or lose, by the way, win or lose, I'm going to play until this guy leaves, pretty much. So, that's what we're going to do. That was definitely salt-inducing. What a way to even participate in this stream in the first place, which is I'm playing modes that I don't like, that make me sad when I play. And then I top it off with doing a mode that I love, but losing in that mode in a very salt-inducing way. I'm going against Berserkers, just I guess a tip. You have to understand the strength of the Berserker, and the Berserkers, they're random. They have an infinite attack that can go any way they want it to. So they're random. So as a defender, you have to block well, but if I'm getting hit even though I'm blocking, it'll be a rough one.
No superstes.
All right. That felt a little bit better, even though I'm still getting hit. My guess is that it's counting as a hit because I'm trying to shove, and maybe I can't shove if I don't block, so I don't know if that's the issue. So I'll just go for blocks. How about that? I'll go for blocks, and I won't shove, even though blocking won't stop that from happening. So I have to shove pretty much.
No superstes. No superstes. Ad mortem inimicus. No superstes.
Took a risk with that one. Again, I should have. I hate that I can't guard break after a successful parry against a berserker. If I can parry a Nobushi, then I can accept that I can't guard break. But these are berserkers. They have short range. That's a gripe of mine. I don't want to do pitiful damage when I get a parry. Parry is pretty much the highest grade of defense, and you're rewarded greatly when it's done. But for some reason, I'm whiffing throws because of it. That was a fun way to beat somebody. Just walk up to them, make them think that you're going to grab them. They panic and guard break you, and then pretty much get counter guard broke. It's a meta on top of a meta. Running up to somebody when they're gassed out, you definitely want to do something, but it is what it is. All right. I'm going to go for that ring out if I got it. He's going for a ring out. And you get counter ringed out. Good game. Good game. I feel like I downloaded this guy. I just have to pretty much avoid the random barrage. And then I have to parry. So I have to be a better player. Hope he stays. Hope we can get some more of these in. I'm itching. Alright. Let's see. But if he doesn't leave, I will have to eventually cut off the stream. But, because I don't want to turn this into a duel. So let's see. I did 2 skirmishes, and I did about 4... you know what? This will be the last one. We'll just turn this into a set. A best of 3. And he whips out Orochi. Yeah, I'm gonna just make this a best of 3. Because again, I don't want to turn this into I don't want duels to be 33%. I kind of just wanted to close out. And most people leave after the first one. So, who knows? But okay. This last one, no matter what. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage regardless.
Round 1.
give him a chance to reposition himself if he wanted to. Is he all set? He's trying to go for those spikes. I kind of wanted to kill him with the spikes. Oh, wow. Nah, he got me. I was just too low health. Oh, the disrespect too. Wow. Alright. Anything different about the Orochi? No. Just a defensive Orochi. So how you deal with the defensive Orochi is offense.
No superstes. No superstes.
I shouldn't have done that. Just one? Nah, you get all of them. You get all the pony claps. Clap, 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 clap. Alright. Alright, so yeah. If I pretty much go for the big stuff, he'll defend against it, and he's good on the guard breaks. But he's vulnerable. He's vulnerable to a lot of other stuff. Wow. Ooh. Oh. So yeah, like I will say that this Orochi is good at countering me. The Orochi pretty much is just a purely defensive Orochi, and a defensive Orochi is very hard to get through. And on this map, I also have to beware of traps, so I have to remain defensive.
Ad mortem inimicus. Round 5.
Final bow. He made this a good duel. Will he come over? Careful with your attacks. I mean, I let him come all the way over here and he walked his path right back to that hole, man. I wanted him to stay, but he wanted to run from me. Oh, that disrespect was fun. So yeah, I pretty much downloaded him at that point. He was a defensive Orochi. He got a lot of his mileage from sidestep attack. And because in our duels I was parrying him a lot, he was afraid to sidestep attack, which essentially means that he was in a 100% defensive state. And when you're in a 100% defensive state, that is an offensive player's dream to pretty much just barrage in all kinds of different mix-ups. And essentially my mix-up was easy. I was doing safe pokes that he had to block, but he knew that they were safe from sidestep attacks, so he couldn't do it. So poke, 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 and then when I got him to block a little too much, guard break. But in the end, that was just justice right there. I walked at the beginning of the stage. Walked at the beginning of the match, went to the other stage, turned my back to let him know, hey man, come on over. You felt like you wanted to go in the that area before. You didn't like those ledges. Let me take the ease off. But then you walked yourself right back to that hole. That just means that I put the pressure on him pretty deep. But anyways, that was a good session. I look forward to playing with you guys again, or playing with you guys watching, I suppose. Got a new global event, 2,000 gold. All right, or steel, cool. But anyways, guys, I'll make this a little informative. This will be quick, though, because I didn't do this in the guide, so I'll go over it briefly here, and I'll make sure I'll highlight this. So, a few people have been asking me on email and YouTube how I build my character, and so now I can actually make a quick little tidbit about the gear that I pick. All right, so let's go down the list. All right, so as you can see, I prioritize defense over everything. Originally, I prioritized the stamina cost reduction and then attack. And then my logic for defense was, if I'm playing Lawbringer right, I won't need to defend. But there are just too many instances in fights where you have to take damage, where you're executing somebody or you grab somebody, you're taking damage. And the Lawbringers have a lot of health. So what I can make their health pool the most valuable by essentially maxing out defense. So I changed my mind. Stamina cost reduction is an important loss to have. But now, rather than me being a better player and not taking hits, I'm going to be the better player by managing my stamina as much. Attack does not need to be the main priority at all. It shouldn't be as a Lawbringer, but it definitely cannot be as low as stamina cost reduction is. The attacks that you do have to at least be at its base stat. I would say even higher as it is now, because people will play defensively, so you need the damage to do pretty much the same amount of damage that it would do if gear was off. So this is now my cemented place, I suggest you guys give that build a try, as I don't see Lawbringers building it that way. Even I wasn't. Here, it's kind of self-explanatory. Revenge game by defense. You want to be in revenge mode all the time because you need the stamina so that you can do zone attacks. You don't want to do zone attacks without revenge, especially if you go my route, as it's going to cost a whole lot of stamina. Feat cooldowns, not that important because your level 4 feat has a nice cooldown already, and you're not going to be relying on that too much to succeed anyways. Your heal ability is nice, but you're not going to be using your heals if you're playing right, so they stack, which essentially doesn't mean you can just burst all 4, but it reduces the cooldown to about 5 seconds, I believe. And revenge mode defense would have been nice to max out, but it's not over defense. And now with the new way that I've built my guy, pretty much I effectively get the full revenge mode defense anyways, so it's good. Throw distance is not important, and I'll tell you why. Because when you knock down your opponent, you want to be close to them. When you throw your opponent, it would be nice to throw them against walls, but it is not important compared to how much attack you get when you're in revenge mode. And I prioritize gaining revenge over the stats. But when you revenge mode quickly and you throw that first top heavy attack, it is going to decimate all the assassins pools, because they don't build for defense. It wrecks them. So kind of an easy one here, but throw distance, I'm not too sure if it affects your running lunge. Even if it did, though, I don't think it's that important. I hear about the debuff resistance. Aside from the bug, its intended use can completely mitigate bleeds and poisons, which is pretty useful. But I'm going to say that as a general stat, it's not important still. So it's wise to make a helmet that maxes out debuff resistance. And I would probably prioritize it over exhaustion recovery. Exhaustion recovery isn't that important of a stat. In fact, I'm actually considering making debuff resistance the second stat, as if you're really good at managing your stamina, then you'll never be exhausted. But since my stamina cost reduction is so low, I probably will find myself exhausted, and so the recovery may be nice. So I think hard mode, I'm pretty much going to just do revenge mode duration as my main stat, and I'll try debuff resistance. If it's better, then I'll update you guys. Execution health regen is important, but not that important, because when you're in a 2v1 situation and you do that instant heal spike thing, you want that heal as fast as possible, and you want it to be a significant amount. But block damage is crazier important. Even though people can defend against you and parry your heavy attacks, if they don't, that damage is more damage. But I'm being honest with you guys, full disclosure, the main reason why I go for block damage over execution health regen is because I'm not going to find myself executing people as often as I'm going to be attacking someone and they block those attacks. Mainly when I knock them down, or I do a grab and then I do a top heavy attack instead of a side attack. But in that situation, going for the side attack is better because it's free. So block damage, I max it out just because when it does take effect, I want it to be the most effective as it can be. Sprint speed, not important for me. I'm a rook, so I'm mostly stationary. Would be nice to have the sprint speed, to get to that point, because I'm a rook who goes for the furthest point, for the time being at least. But generally speaking, it's not that important, especially in elimination. Block damage resistance is very important, but stamina regeneration is the most important. Even more so with my new change to reduce the cost reduction buff that I would get through gear. So stamina regeneration is important. Block damage resistance is very important because I'm going to be blocking and attacking, blocking and attacking. But block damage resistance only applies to heavies, so I'm not even going to benefit from it all the time, as most people who are attacking me with lights. Still important though. Revive speed is really good if you want to build a protected revive lawbringer, maybe, so that you can you'd be like a support Lawbringer. It'd be a fun build to try. And now that I recently bought the Stimulus Steel package, I may just go out and make that pretty much support Lawbringer build. Maybe fun. I believe that's it. Yep, that's it. Let's show off my Lawbringer real quick. This is my main look. I like orange, tigers, all that stuff. You know, I know I say it in playful streams on with Domus, but I really do like how this game looks. And I do really approve and appreciate the fact that I can have a badass looking character like this in an instance. And then I have my defensive build, which is purple. Or it's technically blue, but from this angle, it's like an illusion of sorts. Can I zoom in? Yeah. But to me, it looks purple when combined with all these colors. Eventually, when I level up about 8 more times, I think, I'll make it a separate outfit where gold is the color, because I think the purple looks really good with gold, but not orange. I mean, it kind of does. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of does, but I like the black iron on orange a lot. Gold is gonna be what I use in there, so stay tuned for that. I'm close, baby. I'm close. That's 9 reputation 920, and I believe I am reputation 913. 7 more levels, guys. Hope you guys are around when I go for that. I am shooting for reputation 30, but it's not my main priority right now. I got other games, but I'll maintain streaming 9 o'clock Eastern, guys. So until the next time.